What's going on, everyone? So what are the three biggest mistakes that people make when they hold live events? You can see right now, we are getting set up for one of my clients' live events. I work specifically helping people sell high-ticket coaching from live events just like this. We put somewhere between 50 and a couple hundred people in the room, and we sell a 25K coaching package on the back end. What are the biggest mistakes that people make when they're trying to hold events? See, the biggest call that I get is, hey, Steve, we're 3 weeks away from my event. We rented a room that can hold 400 people, and we have 5 people registered. How do you stop that from happening? Well, in the previous video that I made, we talked about the best ways to fill the room. But what are the biggest mistakes that people make when they're actually holding the event? Well, the first one is they hire too many outside speakers. You should be the primary person speaking at your event because you are selling a high-ticket coaching program. People are buying you. But when you have other people speaking at your event, it steals from who you are. The right number of other people speaking is 1, maybe 2. Should other people make offers at your events? This is another question that I get all the time. And the answer is 1, and it should be a much lower price than your offer or none at all. The caveat to this, or kind of the big asterisk, is if you have a nonprofit that you want to sponsor, a lot of people use this as what's called the wallet opener, which at the end of the first day, they will announce the charity, they'll announce that they are matching whatever donations are made to that charity, and they'll get people to open up their wallet and give something. Usually they give away a free t-shirt or a free bag or something just to get people to open their wallet. And then they record that credit card number so that if people want to buy later on, we have the card on file. That's the whole point of that. Of course, it features a great nonprofit and it helps generate money and make the world a better place, but it also helps you raise the number of sales that you make. So what are the biggest mistakes that people make at the live events? The second big mistake that everybody makes at their live events is they don't have a clear story arc. A lot of times people have a topic over here and then a topic over here and a topic over here, and they just teach everything that they know. A lot of times this happens. I've seen it in more than 70 events that we've held. I would say all of them, people show up last minute just getting their slides done. They're working on the plane, they show up to the event, they're working overnight, and this leads to them just teaching everything that they know instead of actually taking the attendees on a story with them where they're the heroes. So when you do this, you meet your audience where they're at, and you take them through their first pain point that they struggle with. Then they're starting to see some momentum. They're starting to see how this could work in their business. Then you take them to the second big point that they need to overcome. This can be a false belief that they need broken. This could be a skill that they need to master. Now they're starting to see how their business can benefit or how their lives can benefit from the outcome that you're offering. At this point, this is when you want to make the offer. Once you've taken them through 2 or 3 things on a very clean story arc, so meet them where they're at, break their false beliefs, help them gain some momentum, and then make the offer. But instead, what we see at a lot of live events is people, the influencers, like, well, I'm just going to teach everything I know because there wasn't enough pain for them to build the story arc, so they just waited till the last minute and threw something together. I get this call all the time from clients. We help them clean their event up, story arc it, we give them the frameworks, we help them build the workbook that takes people from where they are to where they want to go. So that was the second biggest mistake. What is the third huge mistake that people make when they're holding live events? This is what hurts their sales more than anything. And this is having the pitch be right after lunch. So after lunch is when energy is the lowest in the room, and it's the hardest to get people into momentum and get them moving. So how do you fight this? It's really simple. You want to do the pitch before lunch. You don't want to do it at the end of the day because a lot of people won't be there. The time that the energy is the highest is right before lunch, usually on the second day. So if we're doing a 3-day event, we want to do the pitch right before lunch on the second day. You can sometimes do it at the end of the day. Chances are, though, that you will have a lower conversion because fewer people will be in the room. They're tired. It's the end of the day. They want to get going. They don't want to stand in line. You can still sell good here, but it is not optimal. So I'm going to give you guys one bonus. Another mistake that a lot of people make is that they just teach too much. What happens when you teach too much? If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know that when somebody just teaches and teaches and teaches, it overwhelms our brain and we shut down because we're a lot like RAM in a computer. If instead you get people to lean forward and have fun and you keep the energy up and you get way more engagement, people remember more. Your event is not about taking people from a level 1 to a level 10. Your event is about taking people from a level 1 to a level 3 or a level 4 and getting them to future pace themselves into the outcome that they can have working with you. I'll never forget when I first started holding events, Dan Kennedy told me all about this. He was like, I held an event, but I didn't sell anything. And he was like, you're an idiot. You didn't sell anything. You had all those people who bought a plane ticket, stayed in a hotel, traveled to come to your event, and then you didn't sell them anything. The whole point of the event is that you are separating out. They're self-selecting themselves as the best people to be in your programs. They're willing to spend money on an event ticket. They're willing to get on a plane. They're willing to get a hotel room. They're willing to sit in a room and listen to you. These are your 1,000 true fans, and they want to buy from you. You just have to put the right offer in front of them, and they are primed to buy. This is why live events, we usually see close rates of 30 to 40%. Now, you can hold a virtual event. You're going to get 10 to 20% to move forward. You have way less cost, way less exposure, but having a live event always activates the top level people, and you do this by keeping the energy in the room up. This is the asterisk. Keep the energy in the room up by constantly getting them out of their chairs, jumping around, clapping, doing cartwheels. Like if you've ever been to a Tony Robbins event, every 8 minutes he's having you give the person next to you a massage, dance a little bit, jump around. This keeps the energy way up. And if you keep the energy up, your sales will go up as well. All right, I will see you in my next video where we talk about the biggest mistakes that directly hurt sales when you are making an offer at a live event. I'll see you there. Are you looking to scale your business but trying to figure out how to get your message across? Well, go to storyselling.how to grab my free course that will show you how to discover everything that you need to build your business through stories. These stories work whether it's in social media, email, or public speaking. There are 5 core stories that you'll learn. You'll be able to use all of them by the time you're done with this course. Again, that is storyselling.how. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to tune in next time.